everyone, this is Tina from Tina's Workshop, and I had a little something different planned for you today, but well, something else presented itself. So I have been reading this book about the history and everything on spindles and the way people first spun before spinning wheels and everything. And I've already done one video spinning with a rock, and that was when I was really new to spinning, so I still didn't really know what I was doing. So I might revisit that today too. But I have been reading about taking sticks with a little bit of a hook on it like this and spinning with that. And it's also supposed to be a really good way to teach children, which is something I'm passionate about. I want to teach children. So since I had this abundant supply here, I cut myself a few little sticks and we're going to give it a try. Give it a twirl. Give it a twirl. See how it goes. And then I picked up a different rock than I had last time, a little piece of obsidian. And sorry, I am outside and of course traffic. So another stick from our pile and a rock, and I think I'll revisit that too. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to bring you down a little lower so you can see more of what I'm doing, because I have to do this on my leg. So, and hopefully you guys can all hear me good because I'm using my new little microphone that I can also attach to the cell phone. So I've got this roving that was gifted to me, and I thought it would be a good use for some of it to try it out doing this. It's all natural wool, nothing's been done to it. So let's see, to start, I'm just gonna twist a little bit on the end, just enough that I can hook it onto here. So see, I'm just hooking it here and then giving this a twist. That is like super simple. So we want to draft some more, and we're going to keep twisting. Let's see if we can keep it from pulling off of my stick. There we go. And we can also twist it on the leg like this, put a bunch of twist into it, and if we need to, if we're having trouble drafting, we can park it and then pull our draft. That's how I first learned, because I was no good at drafting. And this is a very fresh wool. It still has, I think, some lanolin in it, so it's a little bit stickier. So I might have to do that a little bit more, but look at that. We're making yarn. Could you imagine sitting and doing this with kids? They would love this. And it's so easy. You just want to have a somewhat straight stick. And the first one I cut the wrong way, because basically this is getting cut upside down because it's going to grow this way. And this is the offshoot. And I did it the other way before, and I'm like, wait, nope, that's not going to work. So we're going to keep, let's see how well we can do. I think I like the idea of, you might get a little bit more twist rolling it on the leg a little bit faster. And you want to make sure your stick is long enough. I might need to cut some more. I think this other one's not going to be long enough, because now, okay, this is how I do this when I'm trying to get up close to the, because you don't want to lose that twist. So the stick needs to be long enough that you can roll your cob but still roll this, or hold it and twist it. So we're going to wrap this on here now that we have enough. And if you were going to leave this on here, I would probably suggest not to be using one of these until they've dried, but I just cut it. So it's still nice and fresh. It's going to shrink basically as it dries, but I would still. Okay, so now we'll give it a little twist up to here and make sure it's hooked underneath our hook so we can keep spinning. So we can draft out some more and we can keep spinning that. We can roll it on our leg. I do have enough here, I can keep rolling it. So I'm gonna park because I've got that too thick. I want to thin that down some. So now we'll let the twist. Still got a little bit of a lump there. Let's see if I can fix that a bit. Make it go down. Yeah, we can fix it. It's all fixable except that I just unwound my thing. There we go. Okay. Okay, this is like really awesome. I think this is great. It's such a simple thing. Anybody can get a stick like this, and as long as you've got some fiber, you can do this. And if you're really wanting to work with kids and have no access to the fiber, you honestly could get out a cotton ball or something like that just to play with. But I have heard that you could go to like I don't know, it's a farm board or something like that, and probably find some farmers in your area that don't sell their wool and probably would be happy to give it to you if you were using it, you know, with children in class or something. So, but look, let's see, when we ply it, look at that. That's some nice yarn right there just off of a stick, and that really was not hard to do. I think that is really cool. I like that. And you know what? I'm going to use this yarn here to start the rock one. I'm cheating. I am going to use some of this. Let's see, let's wrap it back on the fingers. Use the wrong finger. Oh well. Yep, wait, hold on. There we go. Okay, so now, let's see. We want to put the stick on the rocks. The last time I did this, I used a really round rock and something more like this that I think was more of my problem. It's too slippery and it was really, really heavy. I should not have picked one that was quite so heavy. This one might be too light, I don't know, but I couldn't find a better one offhand. So you put the stick on, and the way I had seen before you did it was you wrapped this and then you tried to work the stick in. But in this book that I have, you put the stick down and you wrap over the stick. So we're gonna wrap this, and I think I'm gonna go in a couple different directions where this has a couple different edges to it. And then you wrap around the stick like a figure 8. Okay, now we have something we can spin from. Now let's see, I think I gotta do a half hitch. That ought to hold it. Okay, so now we have something we can spin. Let me get some of this drafted. Okay, now let's see if we can make this spin. That's the hard part, is getting this thing to spin. There we go. We've got some spin in it. Ah! Okay, yeah, that's the hard part. And that, like I said, this one might not be heavy enough to do it. Well, that was timing. My son called, so I had to stop the video. And right when I did, there was all kinds of sirens that went by, and it was really, really loud. So it was perfect timing, I guess. Let's see if we can make this. Oh, that might be the way to do it. Spin it from the stick. I mean, it's not an ideal thing. This is just because you don't have anything else. And this is a way that they would have done it. But you can get finer. Look at that. You can get finer with this than you can with the stick. Well, I'm sure you can get fine with the stick, but I found it easier to do this and get it fine. But it's definitely not. Yeah. There we go. Get it going again. Get some more twist. Ah. I think I need a. I don't know what I need. At least it hasn't broken or dropped like the first time I tried this. Okay, let's see. I think. Okay, we're gonna wrap around here again. So you're gonna keep wrapping until you have issues working with the stick, and then you're supposed to move the stick, pull it out, and do it again. But so I wrapped around. Now I'm going to go back over the stick like I did the first time. So this would be a fun way to teach somebody or just to play around. But I think if you're working with kids or something, using that other stick, doing this, I think is going to be a lot easier for them to handle and understand than this, because it's not wanting to spin real well. Let's see, get you over there more. Oh, that kind of worked. Yeah, let's see if I can do that again. Oh, that's just a light touch. That worked so much better. And it's not a super fast or long spin, but it's working. Okay, there we go. I think we figured something out. Now let's see. Okay, so let's see. If we apply it, we do have yarn. Needs probably a little bit more twist in what I just spun. But we figured out how to spin it. It's just a light push. I think, trying to do it too hard earlier. I don't know what I was trying to do earlier, but that's working much better. And it can definitely be done. Well, I knew it could be done, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. But I really like this idea, especially, I know I said it already, but working with kids, this would be a really fun way, and they could go home with this, which, yes, they could go home with this too, but they might swing it around and break somebody's window. But they could go home with that, and when you have something like this, you've got an abundance. So as I'm cutting this up to put in the green bin, I might have to cut a few more just so I have a stockpile. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? So we can spin. We don't need a lot of expensive things. We can do this. And if we can get a hold of, inexpensive fiber. And another great thing is to watch on like Marketplace and stuff. I've gotten alpaca fiber even off of Marketplace and not had to pay anything for it because somebody had it, was going to spin it, changed their mind, was giving it away. If you have a local fiber guild, get a hold of them, because there's a lot of times there's people through there. I've brought big bags of wool home from other members in our guild that didn't want it. And, you know, it's totally unprocessed. You got to bring it home. You got to wash it, scour it, and everything. But you can get a hold of it. You just got to look for it. So give it a try. See what you think. If you enjoyed this, make sure and click like. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and click that notification if you'd like to be notified when I upload new videos. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.